Today's episode, we're going to be flocking the dash. Yes, I said flock. Get it right. I've actually had this stuff sitting in my tool chest for quite a while, just a project that I never got around to. I've taken this thing out quite a few times, so it's got cracks and dings and stuff all over, so that's why the flocking is going to be great. Just a couple bolts to take this guy out. But the whole purpose of it is to take this nasty looking dash, two-tone gray and blue, whatever going on, and we're gonna make it suede looking dash. The process seems really easy. We just gotta paint on this stuff, and then we end up flocking the dash just by kind of it falling into place. You'll see. Okay, there's the dash out. Like I said, I am no stranger to doing this. I've done it many times. That's why it's all cracked and broken. But hopefully the flocking is gonna cover that up nicely. Yeah, looks familiar. This is the stuff that I got, flock it, to go ahead and flock the dash. I got 2 bags of this stuff right here, the actual flock in the black suede. And then this is like a little mini applicator. See, it's got the holes and you just kind of pump it and it pushes the flock onto the dash. Is it going to be enough? I have no idea. Skunk 2 Alpha box. Not only does it contain an awesome header, but it helps you flock the dash. Type of projects can usually make a pretty good mess, as I know. So I just kind of moved this thing to the edge of the garage here. Still needs to be in a pretty well ventilated area. I'm still gonna wear a mask when I do the glue stuff, but you know, far enough away from the Civic. All right, so we're all set up over there. Here's the stuff that you're gonna put on: Suede Tex undercoat adhesive. Basically what it says in the instructions that are inside this thing is that you have 15 minutes to apply this stuff as well as the actual flocking. So what I'm gonna do is make sure that all this is prepared in here. It says to fill it up about halfway to start. I'll have the other bag opened and ready so I can fumble when I, scramble and panic to try to fill it back up again real quick before the 15 minutes is up. And then, we'll see how it goes. I'm just gonna get a brush and just kind of paint this stuff on as quickly as possible. Hopefully I can get it done in, I'm thinking like 7 minutes max. And that way I have about the same amount of time to apply all the flocking. That's the idea. Okay, got my flocking in here, just doing a little test run. See how it shoots it out. Already making freaking mishaps. So, yeah. And just so you guys know, this stuff is no joke in terms of it really does dry that fast. Probably the most stressful part of this job is just making sure that you can actually get it done in time. You really do need to work against the clock here. Dudes, it came out looking so good, and it literally took like 15 minutes because that's all you have. But look, man, it's so good. All the suede material on there, it's gotta like settle in, bake in. Like it's gonna take like 15 hours of just sitting here, and then you gotta knock all the rest of the suede off, like the loose bits, But come on. That looks so good compared to the old dash. It looks like a race car. This old two-tone gray is now all just the same color. Come on. That looks so sweet. Let me tell you what, man, the sweat is real after doing that. Basically, I can do nothing right now. I just gotta let it sit there. It's gonna sit in the garage till tomorrow. And then I'll get the dash back in. So yeah, I'm just gonna knock some of that fiber off before I put it in the car. That way we don't have a huge mess sitting in the car there. And I also have some really cool little carbon fiber pieces coming. I don't have them in hands just yet, but the carbon fiber pieces are gonna cover these holes right here, and then also the block offs. So yeah, really cool. I'm excited to see it all in the car. So let's just go ahead and get this guy back on in. And yeah, clearly timelines are a bit disrupted. This video, I don't know where exactly it's gonna fall on the timeline. You see here currently there is still a mess. The wiring harness is not completely done yet. So, you know, who knows when this one's gonna come out, but yeah. Awesome corduroy seats out of the shot. Yes, that was a joke. And yes, I will be replacing those seats. Tricky going in. Smooth. It looks good. It's gonna look good in photos, and that's important as well. We just gotta look cool as we're doing it, right? Check it out, come on. Looks pretty good. You see I scuffed it a little bit there, it's okay. You know, it's cracked there, but it was cracked there before. Part of the reason I wanted to do this is just because it looked so terrible before with glue and cracks all over it. Now it's gonna be harder to tell. And then yes, when I get these seats out of here and they're black to match, you know what's going on up there, it's gonna look really freaking good. Wiring up in there. Looks pretty good. Got some wiring harness stuff still to tuck up under there. And as you saw in the last episode, or in some episode, we got those wires run through. So pretty much everything we needed to do under the dash is good. That side, yeah, it's still a mess. We got stuff to do, but there's plenty of room over there with the glove box out. That looks really good. I'm honestly very happy with that. And then once we get these seats out of here and we get some black seats, it'll go with the nice suede looking dash. That's all right. So Radium Engineering, that has very cool parts in it too. But we'll get to that later. This right here are the carbon pieces that were made for the dash. Super sweet. Check it out. Really nice, just cut to shape pieces. And there's one of them pressed in right there. Just gonna fill up the two radio and AC blank slots. This guy, and then that little one right there. Look at that, they're literally just like press in pieces. Like they fit in there super well. I'm pressing on this and just kind of locks in. I'm sure you could use like Gorilla Glue or something to help it out, and I probably will. But as advertised, they just press in. Ready, sec.